It's 15th of March 2018. I'm going to drink beer and talk about the current stock market prices. I'm going to show you the beer now. That is how the beer bottle in question looks like. It's Švyturys, and I like this beer, and for as long as the beer is cold, it's pretty much just fine actually. And this beer is awesome. Now I'm going to open it up. Let's do this. Just like that. It's good. It's really, really good. Now. Let's start with Bitcoin. And the current price is 8,291. It's moving down for a second consecutive month, and second consecutive week. It was a mistake what I said previously. It's moving one month, so this month down. The previous month, on February, it moved up by a little bit, and but it had a really large dip of 5,920, and it closed at 10,314 on Bitstamp exchange. So obviously it's quite bad for Bitcoin. It's moving down from 2018 January, and it moved down from, well, it's actually moving down from 2017 December. From 2017 December high of 19,666, it's moving to a close position of January 9,222. Then it moves down to 2018 February closing position of 10,314. Oh wow, it looks like I just made another mistake. It seems that in February it moved up a little bit. So from 2017 December high of 19,666, Bitcoin moves down to 2018 January closing position of 10,149. In 2018 February it had a super dip of 5,920. However, this dip recovered and ended up in a closing position of 10,314. So if compared to January and February, it seems that on January Bitcoin was worth 10,149, and in February it was worth 10,314. Obviously, Bitcoin moved up a little bit, and this month it's moving down, and today's price, which is March 15, 2018, the price is 8,300 at this very moment. So as you can see, Bitcoin is volatile, and in minutes it's moving. Ripple, on the other hand, is moving down 3 consecutive months. On 2018 January, it reached its super high of $3.31, and it moved down in 2018 January to a closing position of $1.12. Then it moved further down in 2018 February to another closing position of 88 cents. Now, the current price in March of 2018 is 69 cents, and it's going down, as you have already noticed. Ethereum, on the other hand, is moving down for consecutive 2 months. No, that's a mistake. I just looked at the highs actually, and I would say that even if 2018 January candle says green on the screen, which obviously indicates that overall the Ethereum grew, I would like to indicate that in 2018 January, Ethereum reached its super high of $1,420 on Bitstamp exchange, and from here it started to consistently move down. It closed down at $1,110. However, it opened at $743, so obviously it didn't went down, but what I want to say is that it went down from $1,420 high in 2018 January to a closing position of 1,110, and then considering that in the next month it moved down even further, and in the third month, which is March, it's still moving down by quite a bit. So on 2018 February, it moved down to 850. However, it had a super low of 565 and a high of 1,152. Then on 2018 March, Ethereum has reached a high of 881. It has opened at 851. Its current low is 571 and its current price is 609. Obviously all of this is subject to change because this month is not yet concluded, so this information is just for kind of comparison. So you can obviously, if you look at this video right now, everything's already done, and the only thing you need to do is to check these numbers and see if any of these highs and lows actually confirmed, if you want to. On the other hand, Nasdaq Composite has seen a major trend upwards from 2016 March, and you'll see just beautiful line upwards. It went from 2016 March closing position of 4,869 to today's price of 7,481, and that isn't even the peak. The peak is 7,637 on the VC exchange. It looks like it's doing very, very well. Absolutely amazing. Euro USD. As you already know, Euro is consistently becoming more and more profitable. I mean, more and more valuable, more and more precious. And its current price is $1.23, and it's moving consistently forward from 2017 March, so that's nearly an entire year. Obviously there are a couple of corrections, but these corrections are just a couple of candles down or one candle down that doesn't even look like a big deal. Obviously right now it's a little bit down from its high, total high of $1.25, but $1.23 doesn't really look that big of a deal, right? It's not 10 cents. But you know, in currencies, 3 cents is relatively reasonable amount, considering if you're trading, you know, getting those cents up is what it's all about, right? In the short-term trade. And that's exactly what's happening. Every month we see a few cents changing hands, but if we look at Euro USD long term, we see a pattern of Euro moving up 2 years and then dollar moving up 2 years. We see Euro coming up 5 years, then we see Euro go down 5 years. So it looks like USA and USA and Europe has certainly made a deal, or the people that are in control of the world and manipulate the currency market are seeing these two currencies a sort of equal to each other. So whenever the Europeans become richer, then the Americans become richer or rich for nearly the same period of time. So I would predict that now 1 year Euro moved up consistently, it should move down nearly similar amount or similar time, and this is happening consistently, and it's obviously an indication of alliance, I would think. Hopefully that's how it works, but I think the system wants to make these two currencies to be equal. There's no such a thing as a ultra balance, like zero line balance, you know, like, so for the currency to kind of stay in position, it just needs to, instead of being flat, which is like $1, €1, to being like $1.40, €1, $1.40, €1. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to go up like 30%, 40%, and it needs to go down 30-40% in a matter of like 5 years, and we'll probably see this equilibrium of equal opportunities, you know, like now that for example, Euro is moving up a year, we will know that it's gonna go down for a year, hopefully, so we can kind of predict and adjust our business to a Euro that's certainly going to lose value. So we, for example, may wish to hedge our production and make a little bit more money out of this. So basically just saying that For the next, for example, 12 months, I wish to sell my products at today's price, and let's make a deal, right? And that's pretty much how you can make money from guessing the market right. Apple is currently at $178 per share, and it's, well, reasonably, like, consistently increasing. I like it. It's like one of the most, if not the most expensive company right now, and it's absolutely incredible, obviously. US oil. Currently, US oil is in the red for a second month. The second month isn't yet done, but it's not moving up. However, the way the stock market works is that it kind of waves around quite a bit, so even if at the middle of the month or the beginning of the month it's heavily down, that not necessarily mean that it will stay there. And that's that randomness that kills a lot of day traders or short-term traders, because it looks so obvious, right, that for the last 15 days it was strongly moving down, so it should certainly stay down. And the way market works is that it kind of starts to suddenly, without any explanation, to just head the other way. And only at the very end of the month we may have a much clearer view of how the candle will end, because then there's just pretty much not enough time for it to move one direction or the other, unless there is some kind of a major event, such as, like, for example, Lehman Brothers went bankrupt. Well, its current price 61. And Amazon is moving up consistently, and it has relatively strong 3 months of growth. However, in February it did had a strong dip. It opened at 1,445, dipped to a low of 1,265, and closed at 1,512. However, it didn't stop there. It's moving upwards. It's currently at 1,582, and it looks strong. It looks really strong. Like, Amazon is one of those stocks that are like stocks that will make you a millionaire if you keep your money there for 10 years. Obviously, just keep your money there from like 2009 January, and you'll be up thousands of percent. So that's 10 times, 20 times, 30 times the money, which is absolutely outstanding. Obviously, getting 40 times return, so that's unbelievable. That's, that's unbelievable that somebody has to work and never make that money, and you just take the money that you have, send it to broker's account, buy a bunch of Amazon stocks with that money, sit there for 10 years, and end up with like $1 million in profit just because you didn't keep the money in the bank account, but with a trusted broker who helped you invest into Amazon stock, and now you're a millionaire. And that's just absolutely incredible. And you left the game.